Good morning, GHS. Today is Thursday, March 8th, and it is an A-Day. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Tim.
And you're watching the Duke Daily. Here's some information from the nurse's office. As tick populations and the threats they pose increase across the United States, you need to know how to deal with them. Ticks can cause serious illness such as Lyme disease, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, and Powassan virus and alpha-gal syndrome, a red meat allergy. Although most ticks do not carry disease, it's important to be mindful of these risks and keep an eye out while you're outdoors.
It is recommended that you do a full body check after you come inside from a wooded area. We also advise checking pets and any gear that you had with you. If you notice a tick crawling on you or attached to your skin, remove it immediately to prevent any potential infection.
Use tweezers to remove a tick that is attached to your skin. Sterilize the tip of the tweezers with rubbing alcohol and grasp the tick as close to the skin surface as possible. Pull upward with steady, even pressure. Try not to twist, squeeze, or crush the tick. Doing so can cause the head or the mouth to break off and remain in your skin. If this occurs, use tweezers to remove the remaining parts. If you cannot remove the rest of the tick, seek medical help.
Clean the bite area with soap and water. To dispose of the tick, place it in a sealed bag or container, submerge it in alcohol, or wrap it tightly in tape. You may want to save the tick in a sealed jar so that it can be tested for disease if you develop symptoms such as a rash, fever, or body aches. Always mark the calendar when you remove a tick.
To avoid tick bites, try to walk in the center of trails and use insect repellent that contains 20 to 30% DEET on the exposed skin and clothing.
And now for a spotlight video.
Good morning, Dukes. I'm Jeffrey Tillman here with
Mrs. North, Mrs. Kibler,
and Mrs. Page.
How are you ladies doing today?
Great.
How many pets do all of you have?
I have 2 dogs.
I have 2 dogs, a terrier and a pug. I have 3 cats, Precious, Sweetie Pie, and Honey.
So what type of hobbies do you guys have outside of school?
I enjoy spending time with my kids, reading, going to the beach, and just being outside.
I too enjoy going to the beach and being with my family. I do a little bit of knitting, going out in the boat, and going camping.
I'm really not a beach person, but I do love quilting, and I also like to sing, and I play the piano.
Do you have any kids? How many?
I have 2 kids. I have a 5-year-old named Olivia and a 2, almost 3-year-old named Luke.
I have 2 kids as well. Rose, she's 8, she's in 3rd grade, and then Bray, my son, is 6, and he's in kindergarten.
I have a son, Austin, who's 35, and I have 2 grandchildren, Mackenzie and Connor, 5 and 8.
How many years have you been teaching here at Gloucester?
This is my 9th year at Gloucester High School.
This is my 18th year as librarian at Gloucester High School.
And this is my 15th year as a library assistant here at the high school.
All right, Miss North, what subjects did you teach before you came to the library?
At this high school, I taught English 9 and English 10 and English 11 before I came to the library this year.
Why did you stop teaching English to come to the library?
That's a really great question that I get asked a lot. I decided to become a librarian because I get to work with everybody that's at school instead of just a small group of students. I also get to teach things like research, and I get to share books, which I love, with all of the students and staff at GHS.
Where did you go to school at when you were younger, college?
I actually did my bachelor's degree at Central Michigan University, and I did my library program through Longwood University.
I did undergrad in a couple different places. I went around my elbow to get to my thumb. I went to University of Alaska Anchorage, and then I graduated from University of South Carolina, and then I got my master's degree in library science from the University of Kentucky.
And I attended local community colleges.
Did you go to Gloucester High School, Mrs. Kibler?
I did. I went to Gloucester High School. I graduated from Gloucester High School a few years ago, and I swore I was never coming back, but here I am, actually enjoying it. So,
Do you guys want to brief the students of Gloucester High School on anything like overdue books, fines, anything?
Or Miss Page, would you like to share?
I would love to share. I would like to encourage every student here at the high school that has an overdue book, especially you seniors, please return them. There are other students that are waiting to read them. So please think of your pocket, keeping your money in your pocket with those overdue fines that keep increasing as long as you have those books. And think of your fellow students who would like to read those books. So please return them. All of you students here at GHS, thank you so much.
And Ms. Page knows who you are. I would also like to give a shout out to the library. On Mondays now, we are open until 4 o'clock. So that's an additional day this semester that we're open late in the afternoons. So Mondays and Thursdays now we're open until 4.
Well, we want to encourage students to come and use our makerspace. We've been telling students about it. We have a 3D printer, we have a green screen, we have lots of different puzzles and just different creative things that students might be able to use to come in and work on projects or just to do something for themselves. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Have a good day.
Remember to volunteer for Clean Gloucester Day on March 10th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, go to www.cleangloucesterday.com. Say, what's the weather for today, Chandler?
Well, today will be mostly sunny with a high of 50 and a low of 29. Friday will be mostly sunny with a high of 50 and a low of 33. And finally, Saturday will have scattered showers with a high of 52 and a low of 41.
Thank you, Chandler. Now I'm getting hungry. What's the hot plate for today, Tim?
Well, Jamie, today's hot plate is going to be chicken vegetable soup with grilled cheese and an assortment of fruit and milk.
Actually sounds really good. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And remember to stay fresh, GHS.